you be cool with a guy that makes less money, but he's a hard worker, like he's ambitious?
Yeah.
Okay, so like if he was making like, let's say he just started his own business, but he makes $45,000 a year, would you date him?
You wouldn't be able to afford my engagement ring. I'm getting an 8-carat cushion cut vintage engagement ring. If you make $45,000 a year, it would take you 4 years? No, 8 years to afford.
Wait, how much? I don't know anything about rings. How much is that?
About $200,000.
Girl, you want a $200,000? Are you insane?
My ring has to sparkle from across the street. Like, you have to do that shit. It's gonna blind people.
All right, y'all. Shout out to the IPA, the International Passport Association. Official merch coming soon if it's not already available now. Good Doc back again. Once again, let's lock in. Shout out to the channel name. I think her name is Pearl, but the YouTube short where this one is coming from is at Pearl Daily for this particular awesome short wherein she pretty much exposes a gold digger, right? She exposes her in so many ways. And actually, she didn't have to do any work to do it. The young lady put herself in that situation with the things that she said. So let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about what she said. So the question was posed about, could you date a man that made like $45,000 a year? Right? She said, let's say he's opening his own business and he's only clearing $45,000 when you guys meet, right? And she's like, no, can't do that because he wouldn't even be able to afford my engagement ring, right? What she said was an 8-carat vintage, whatever the fuck kind of engagement ring she said, that she actually has the audacity to believe that A, she deserves, and B, she's going to get, right? This is what she thinks, right? So as I'm going through it and I'm laughing at it, because I did watch this multiple times, it doesn't matter how short it was beautiful to watch. It dawned on me. And we have to talk about it. You want to know why men are leaving. Because nobody wants to be around for the growth. Nobody wants to be around for the developmental process of the relationship, businesses, and a man getting himself to where he needs to be. No woman in the West wants to be around when we're building. They all want to be around when you're successful. Let me take that back because it's not all, but you get what I'm saying, right? The majority of them want to be around when the success is already there as opposed to when we're trying to make it. Let's say, for example, when I met my young lady, I was only making $45,000 a year, right? And then as time went on, we're still dating, we're being who we are. I start to make more money. Doesn't matter what the amount is, but every year I start to clear a little bit more. I start to do a little bit better. She was around and willing to accept me at 45, so I do believe that she deserves to be around when I'm clearing higher amounts of money. This young lady, on the other hand, y'all know my young lady's foreign. Y'all got that. But this young lady is like not even knowing the guy, just met. He's only clearing 45 at that moment, and she's over here talking about the engagement ring. Like, you don't even know if I want to marry you yet. You don't even know if you're marriage worthy. Chances are you're not talking the way that you do. You don't even know how long of a process it's going to be for us to be together before we actually decide to make it official and actually make us, fiance and fiance, or actually make you my wife. You don't even know how long that's going to take. During that period of time, I could have a drastic glow up. I could have something happen in the business that takes off and we made it, right? But you're already thinking about what you want as opposed to building, as opposed to being a part of something. You're already talking about the engagement ring you want, and you don't even know if you deserve it. You believe. You believe you deserve it, but you don't even know if you're going to get it. And chances are, with that attitude, you're not. Now, there is no defense in her actions, but I do believe that how old she does look, with all due respect, probably if you're dealing with a man at that age, you pretty much believe he should be having something going on in his life because she looked pretty old. With all due respect, she looks older. It's not like a young lady or whatever. She looks like she's already older and she's already making these demands. Oh man, it's amazing what this society has done to women, that they feel so free to make the demands that they make. And they make them like they ain't shit. They don't even think about it. They just say it and it's gotta come true. But when reality hits, baby girl, how many guys are going to be willing to sit there and accept you knowing that this is what you're already thinking about and we ain't even started really dating each other very well yet? Oh, I want an 8-carat ring that's going to cost $200,000, and if you make 45K, you ain't going to be able to afford it. I say it now, I say it again. 99.9% of the time, any man that is clearing what we would like to consider high value money, they're probably not looking at you. Okay? If a guy can have access to as many beautiful women as he wants, and that access puts them in different circles and things like that, I could be wrong, but I highly doubt he's going to be worried about you. Right? Because you've already shown your true colors. You've already told us, yo, this man got to be able to afford a $200,000 engagement ring because I want my ring to shine from across the street. I love it when they make these videos because all they do is make themselves look bad. Women in the West have a they're really good at this. They're really good at making themselves look bad with the things that they say, right? Because it's delusional as hell. I mean, I understand having lofty goals. Don't get me wrong. I understand shooting for the stars. I mean, everybody deserves to at least have a Hail Mary thrown every now and again, but it's not rooted in reality. It's not rooted in reality, and you're telling me your expectations down the line, talking as if it's present day. You want to be able to get this special ring that you talked about. This is what you want and desire. And if you get with the right man, chances are you'll be able to get that. But you're not even willing to build. You're already telling this man this is what he has to bring to the table. This is what he has to be able to afford before I'm even willing to give him a chance. Because if he can't afford that, then he can't afford my ring. He can't afford me. Then you wonder why guys choose to decide to go abroad and deal with women who don't necessarily look. Time out. Let me back up. These women always tell us, oh, these women only want you for your money. And I know I've said this in probably like 20 fucking videos already. But you have the audacity to say you go abroad, these women are only going to use you for a green card and for your money. But look at how you're talking, baby girl. You're already talking about how much money this man needs to have in order for him to be able to afford you. Is that not the exact same thing? So when I talk about people and young ladies in the West being delusional, I mean it. Think about what they're saying. They're saying the exact same things about women that we deal with abroad that they're actually doing themselves. It's not as if you're over here presenting yourself in a way that I'm supposed to be happy and proud of to be able to call you my young lady. You're not presenting that type of energy or behavior, but then I go with a young lady who is a little bit more humbled in her approach, probably a little bit, maybe their upbringing was a little bit different. They don't have that entitled mindset. They're willing to come to the relationship and help build with me as opposed to having an expectation that I'm supposed to have it all and that I'm supposed to be able to do it all before we even fucking meet and get to know each other and know that this is a relationship that I'm worth, or I should say a relationship that's worth investing in. I'm just supposed to already have it all for you. I don't even know if I like you. With all due respect, the way you're presenting yourself, you are not presenting yourself in a likable manner. Best way for me to say it. All right. But yeah, man, that one was a doozy. But it does reinforce a lot of the reasons why we choose to date foreign women. They just don't come at us with the same bullshit. They don't. Now, a lot of the guys would be like, oh man, if you broke, bro, that's why y'all go abroad. It's not even that. Let me ask men with money a question. Let me ask the rich folk who got money. If a young lady said that shit to you before y'all even started dating, would you date her? Let's talk about it in reality. Let's not talk about who's broke and who's rich. If you were a man of means and you could afford that $200,000 ring, first of all, would you spend the $200,000 ring on a young lady like her when you already know where her mind is? Y'all ain't even talked yet. Y'all ain't even started dating yet. You ain't even gotten to know her. She's already under the assumption that if you want to be with me, you got to be able to afford a $200,000 ring. Is that somebody you would choose to date, right? Like I said, because y'all want to shit on people that say, oh, y'all got to get your bread up, man. If you got money, you wouldn't be worried about it. You know what's funny? And I know I'm dropping some serious gems tonight. And I know I'm long-winded, but let me get this last one out. They'd be like, if you had the money, you wouldn't be worried about the ring. Yeah, you would. Right? Because if you are a man who busts your ass to get what you have, you're honestly willing to blow $200,000 on a ring like that for her. I want you to think about that. Y'all be like, yo, if you had the bread like that, nobody would care, man. If you was rich, man, and you had your money up, no, you wouldn't care, man, because money ain't a thing, bro. You'd be willing to do it. That's just because you're broke. $200,000 on a ring. Like, you would just be willing to come out of pocket like that for a woman like her. Okay, Sway. Okay. I'll let you have that. Because I wouldn't. Even if I was a fucking billionaire. You gotta earn what you get from me. I'm not just gonna give it to you. And she's not even talking about what she's willing to do to get that $200,000 ring. What type of person she's willing to be in the relationship to get that $200,000 ring. She's just telling you, you gotta be able to afford it. Or you can't afford me. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment section below. Let me know if this girl is delusional or if you think, you know what, she's justified in her decision. She's allowed to dream how she wants to. She's allowed to get the kind of man she wants to. If that's your thoughts, man, let me know in the comment section below, man. I would love to hear it. All right? Y'all know what time it is, man. Time for Good Night to go and get to get. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, man. Doc is out. Peace.